First experience, well, we moved around a few defensive positions before we set up an ambush at Ennis, which was, from our point of view, very satisfactory, Annihilated a few Japs. And then the next day, there was a head-on and, we were in danger of being surrounded, so we retreated. That was the story right down the peninsula. We'd meet up with them and they'd try and encircle you, and back we went until we arrived at the island, and same sort of thing on the island. Well, we had no training with it, and actually our particular battalion was never in the jungle apart from the ambush, and then they were in the jungle. There was only one company, they drew lots for it, and it wasn't our company. Yeah. Yes, my particular company was isolated. We were waiting for the engineers who'd set fire to the oil tanks, and they didn't turn up, so we were left on lost babies. I was wounded just 3 days before the capitulation, not seriously, but enough to put me in hospital, so I missed the last few days. Well, they dominated. There was virtually no opposition to their aircraft. What there was, extremely and utterly brave, to go up against these things. I got visions of them flying overhead, 27 of them, all in groups of 3, nines and 3 sets of nines, and perfect formation. They were flying over us towards Singapore. Dominated the skies. That was a real plus for them. We were bombed a few times, but nothing serious. We marched at night. Japs were scared of tigers, so they mingled with the POWs. That took about 10 days, I think, and that was a bit horrendous. Wet weather and, not good. Well, the rail link was made up there virtually between Burma and Thailand, and I don't know what the heck happened. But I know the walk was quite horrendous really, and a lot of them dropped out of the various camps along the way. There were various camps along the way. I think it took about 10 nights to do this thing. Yeah, the battalion was broken up into about 3 or 4 sections, and they were interspersed along the line, along the railway.